Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday morning, August 3rd. Looking at window traders' market profile of the ES and the NQ. So after yesterday's push by the bears to put the daily down in all three of our indices, to put the weekly into balance on the S&P and to stretch the balance on the NQ, they're trying to continue here. Very, very visual overnight highs. Look at this. Overnight high just below our afternoon rally high from yesterday. Same with NQ. I mean, tremendously visual. And now we've been spending time below yesterday's low. Yesterday's gap held in both the NQ and the ES on the downside. Righty never held their gap. They filled it right away. For now, they're trading inside of yesterday's range. They had a wide point of control like we did, and they had an afternoon rally high, which they're below. NQ had a chance to get 9 wide, never did late in the day. So we still have that double distribution day to deal with for both of us from yesterday. So again, game plan. Now, if NQ starts going lower, I'm going to have to call the weekly down at some point. They didn't stretch it by much yesterday, but if they start getting lower lows today, we'll probably have to go down on the weekly and then have to start worrying about a possible outside week down. As far as the US goes, we're forming our balance on the weekly. So it's going to remain to be seen whether it becomes a 3-week or a 4-week balance by tomorrow's close. We have Amazon and Apple tonight and a non-farm payroll tomorrow morning. So hopefully we continue with the volatility. We did 93 million shares yesterday, which was nice. So we'll see if that continues, right? Volatility and volume is the lifeline for day traders. So game plan for this morning. Well, again, there's 80 minutes to go prior to the 70 minutes to go prior to the opening. Do we get another gap? Does it hold? Downside gaps haven't held. Yesterday's did. Yesterday's was fairly large. It ended up staying over $2. Right now, this one isn't that large. It's only about 8 points, 8 handles at the moment. So any gap that gets filled, any acceptance back inside yesterday's range, I would expect it then to trade most likely M's range, which it has a habit of doing, and getting the point of control from yesterday. But first we have to get a gap fill and acceptance back inside of M and back inside of value. So that's one thing to keep an eye on. On the flip side, as the lower we go, we're below the 20-day moving average then for the second day. As far as the long, maybe to front run the overnight low the first time. Other than that, though, we do start reaching some price voids. I told you there's 3 lows in SPY very close together. So there's a good chance we're going to take all of those out right on the opening or right after the opening. And then below that, it gets a little dicey as the next real big destination would be the daily low and the gap from July 12th, which is still about $3 lower than that third daily low of 448.49 that might get hit this morning. So you can get some acceleration to the downside if bears decide to get aggressive. But for now, see if they hold the gap. If not, if all they want to do is fill the gap and they keep value lower, I'll be looking for shorts. If they fill the gap and get value back to overlapping to lower, then I might look for a long to go get the 10 wide point of control, especially if we don't get the overnight low first. Okay? And then on the flip side, if we do push down, maybe a long against the overnight low the first time to see if it holds. If we get any kind of rally up to this area, I think it's a good risk reward short against the overnight high, afternoon rally high, and our single prints. And then on the chart, the daily, that's all I'm going to show you. We're down in the daily. So we have all these longs underwater. We're below the 20. Again, one day doesn't make a market. We'll see if we continue down here below. But this becomes the next big target, okay? Which is that gap fill, or at least to get into the gap. And that's right in the ES, right? I think that daily low is 44.97. I said yesterday to the room, and I still believe it. I think we will test 4,500 at some point this week. Good luck trading today. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. And we'll recap at 4 p.m.